Hi, I'm Rosa. I'm 22 years old and I'm a professional football player for Everton.
Normal bikes or e-bikes?
E-bikes.
Liverpool or Everton?
Everton.
Cycling in the rain or cycling in the sun?
Cycling in the sun.
That
was not bad
impressive.
actually for the first try.
Well played.
It's my first season moving abroad, so it was a big change for me in the beginning, but I'm really enjoying it. And it's really funny because all the time when I go to team kind of stuff, team activities, I go on my bike. And in the beginning, people were a bit like, why do you always go on your bike? So I said to them, like, for me, it's so normal and I'm so used to that. It's just how I grew up. But now they're actually like, oh, can I also try or can I also go on your bike? So I think now they're actually a bit jealous of how good my bike is, and maybe they're gonna buy one as well. So this is the place. There's one other Dutchie and she's a bike as well. I bought this in the first week I was here because I needed a bike, but now you can see the difference. I had a big upgrade. I've had a lot of bikes in my life already, so I think I can compare it a little bit to that. And what's different from this bike is that it's really light, especially because it's an electric bike. Most of the electric bikes normally are quite heavy, and this one is really light, so it's really nice because I store my bike, of course, where we were before in the garage, and sometimes you need to like lift it up or something, and it's just light, so I like that. Is yours electric as well? Okay, good. Okay, good. I think it looks so cool. When I saw this bike, what really stood out for me was that you don't really see the part where the battery is in. I like that it's an automatic electric bike. So when I'm just riding and I go up onto a hill, it changes automatically to the right gear, so you don't have to change anything. And I've never had that before, and I think I would never go back again. Today is Wednesday and I have a day off. And normally on a day off, I would just like to cycle a bit. Sometimes I go into town, sometimes I go to the park where we're heading off now. I also use the bike in two different ways. For example, when I have a recovery and my legs are really tired, I like to use a bit more assistance to just not being too tired in my legs and just still get the blood flow. But when I'm just going into town, for example, sometimes you don't really need the assistance and you just can use it as well without that. I think it's really good for your blood flow after a game or after tough training to just bike. We sometimes do it as a recovery training at the club, but I think just driving in the nature for me also really helps to set off my mind and to just not really focus too much about anything, but just enjoy the nature and enjoy riding. So I'm 5'4", so I'm quite small, but that's why I really like that you have like the step through, because it's easy for me as well. Even though I'm small, it's easy to step in and step out. And I think what's also really nice is that the riding position is really relaxed and just up, so you can see everything. The battery lasts really long, so that's first of all really nice. But then when I have to charge it, I will just put my key in here, and you go one time to the left, and then you can just take it out like this, so it's really easy. And what I really like about it is that I can just charge it in my apartment. And then when it's fully charged, I can just put it in right back like this. And then it's done, so it's really easy. Normally with the chain version, it can get really dirty. And with this one, I haven't experienced that yet. And it just feels really smooth when you're riding. I've experienced a lot of times where when I had the chain one, that it like fell off and I had to fix it myself. But with this one, I haven't experienced that, so I think that's a big plus for this bike. You can just turn on the lights. For example, if you go riding in the dark, you just turn it on first, and then you double tap this one, so it will turn on, as you can see now. This one as well. And it's just really nice that you're always sure that the lights will work, and you just feel safe when you go out in the dark on the bike. I don't do that often, but if it happens, it's really nice you have it. So I also always carry 2 locks with me, because better safe than sorry, I think that's a saying in England. So yeah, I just lock the bike wherever I go, if I go into the city, or I also use the locks where I lock my bike in the garage, just to be safe. And yeah, it's still here with me, so that's really good. So I've always been riding bikes since I was a kid. I used to always go on my bike to school, to the football when I was a kid, into town. Like I used it every day, like a couple of times every day actually. So it's really nice to have a bike here now in Liverpool as well. And what's actually a funny story about when we were kids, when we used to go to play football at our school, we first go to school and then we would stay there to play football. And we never had lights, so when it turned dark, we just put all of our bikes next to each other. We turned the lights on, so we still had lights to play football. So that's a bit of a funny story, and it's also nice that everybody in school had a bike, so we had enough lights to play football until late. It's really cool. That's the liver building. I really sound like a tour guide now. But yeah, it's just really nice. We're on the docks now, and this is one of the most beautiful places, I think. You can see the water and all the beautiful buildings. So this is a place where I really like to go and just enjoy the view. Sometimes it's just easier to get on the bike and go into, I think especially in the city, you can go by car as well, but I just wouldn't prefer that for the environment, but also just because it can be really busy. So you're just quicker on the bike, and walking sometimes can be a bit tiring or long, so the bike is the best option in between.